I'm free! Finally I'm out of the vault! I'm back in the Commonwealth exploring and adventuring, and of course I'm going to need a weapon to defend myself with. I wonder what they have for me. Welcome to episode 48 of the Fallout 4 Mod Vault. This is Trinity. More specifically, it is the Trinity Shotgun, so called because it has 3 barrels. It is a triple barrel shotgun. The aesthetics on this weapon are amazing. It has a great mix of style and functionality. It looks like a shotgun, it sounds like a shotgun, and it behaves like a shotgun. Now, I was going to cover this shotgun a few weeks ago, but there was a problem with the reload, especially with the standard sights. When it reloaded, the standard sights were, well, basically floating. As you can see, that has been fixed, and the animation looks great. You can fire this thing pretty damned quickly, but as you can see, it does have quite a kick, so you will need to compensate. There are a fairly good array of mods, the usual things you would expect, like receivers. You've got, well, you only have a short stock for now, although apparently the mod author is looking into adding some more stocks, which is good. You've got the standard sight and some reflex sights, and you do have some options on the muzzles, muzzle brake and spiked muzzle brake. There are also a variety of barrels. You have the short barrel, you even have a long barrel, which gives it a sort of hunting shotgun feel, and the very short barrel if you want that sawn-off shotgun look. There is a barrel called the Converter, which will change the weapon into a single fire weapon that really does a huge amount of damage. I'm talking insane amounts of damage. 2 shots to kill a standard Deathclaw. And there's even a barrel called the Boomstick that will give you the legendary explosive weapons effect. But at the end of the day, I have to say I prefer the very short barrel. It just seems to suit this weapon perfectly. This weapon oozes shotgun. It's elegant, it's classy, but it also looks extremely deadly. The next weapon is definitely not elegant or classy. In fact, if I had to choose 2 words to describe it, I'd probably choose tacky and gaudy. It's the sort of weapon that looks like it was designed by a small child who'd been asked to draw a Raygun, or a nerd after consuming way too many caffeinated beverages and watching a ridiculous number of old sci-fi movies. It is absolutely perfect. It really is the ultimate sci-fi weapon in my opinion. It just oozes all of those fantasies I had as a child of being Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon. It is awesome. It even sounds cool. It literally pew-pews. And it is ridiculously moddable. As you would expect, you can turn it into a rifle with an extended barrel, you can add a charging barrel, or even an automatic barrel. And there are a variety of sights and scopes. And you can change the modulator to have something like a fire effect, or extra damage on robots, or even gravity well, which will slow your opponents. It can be converted to a shotgun type weapon, a flamethrower, a beam weapon, even a weapon where the projectiles seek the target out, albeit at reduced damage, and of course an explosive blob lobber. And you can even add a flashlight that will replace your Pip-Boy light, a bayonet, or an electrified bayonet, so the combinations are endless. My only minor criticism of this weapon would be the finger placement on the trigger, but this is a problem with a lot of weapons, especially mod-added weapons, so it's a minor thing and you really have to be looking carefully to see this. At the end of the day, this is just such a fun weapon. It really does suit the Fallout universe and I love it.
Oh my god, it doesn't suit the Fallout universe at all. Just because there were some Easter eggs in the first 2 games that suggested aliens doesn't make them canon. It's a Bethesda thing and nobody likes it.
I recently created a vault and I'm reasonably proud of it, but whilst I was able to place quite a lot of modern furniture, there were quite a few things that just seemed to be missing, especially in places like the kitchen. For example, there do not seem to be any modern cooking stoves. All you have are these, let's face it, log stoves, I guess they are. They're definitely a bit of a fire hazard and they don't quite suit the rest of the furniture. But that's where a mod called Modular Kitchens comes in, because it allows you to place very modern, clean looking kitchen furniture. It adds a whole new section to furniture called Modular Kitchen, and under that section you have further subsections for counters, fridges, sinks, stoves, upper cabinets and even accessories. There are a variety of colour schemes from red, white, blue, green, and there are also dirty, rusty versions of each of them, just in case you actually want to have your furniture look a little old and a little degraded, for example if you're outside of a vault. The pieces do snap together nicely. As you can see, I've got this fridge that snaps into place. I've also got a kitchen stove that snaps into place, but the counters do as well, so you can place counters very easily and make the kitchen look exactly how you want it to look. Some of the cabinets come with spaces for sinks and you get to place whichever sink you like. Again, a variety of choices, some looking cleaner than others if you do want the dirty look, perhaps if you are in Sanctuary. And what's even more amazing is that the accessories actually snap into place on the stove as well, so they place very easily. Although don't worry, you can place many of these accessory items on surfaces that are not included with this mod, so you can make your kitchen pretty much your own. The items are functional, so you can use the stove to do all your cooking, which was the main reason for me using this mod. The water will actually allow you to drink, and the fridge itself acts as a very nice and shiny container. Honestly, this mod integrates so well with the vanilla system, it feels like it's part of the vanilla system, and honestly, this is the sort of thing I think that should have been added with the Vault-Tec DLC. The Vault should not be forcing you to use campfires and log stoves. This sort of furniture suits the place a lot better and it just makes your vault look nicer. And finally, we have this. That's right, if you've always dreamed of looking like a bipedal RoboBrain, you now can. Why would I have dreamed that, I hear you ask? Possibly? Not totally sure. But if you did, you can. If you think about it, you could perhaps do a playthrough where instead of looking for your son, you woke up looking like this and had to scour the wasteland looking for your body. I mean, it would add a whole new meaning to Kellogg's line about you being the backup. If you are curious, and why wouldn't you be, it does replace the sounds when you run, so that you do in fact sound like you're a Bipedal Robobrain. And whilst it does replace all your existing armor so you can't wear anything except your wedding ring with this item, the stats are reasonable. You get a little damage resistance, quite a bit of poison resistance, and a lot of radiation resistance. You will pretty much be as immune to radiation as if you were running around in powered armor. You can upgrade with ballistic weave if you would like, and you can even change the colour, so if you wish to be a pink Robobrain, you can do that. And in case you're wondering, because you thought to yourself, I would like to be a Bipedal Robobrain wandering around the Commonwealth whilst wearing power armour, the answer is yes you can, and strangely enough, you actually seem to fit better than I thought you would. But in most other ways it just behaves like a suit of armour, with the only real difference that I can see being that it doesn't currently have a CBBE preset. And yes, I do realise I put that image into your brain and you may never be able to remove it, but you know someone out there right now is thinking about giving it a try. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all we have time for this time. I'm going to be ending this video with the screenshots that you guys have been posting. A big thank you to everybody who has contributed thus far. I do appreciate it. If you are interested in posting an image for me to use in a video like this, I will leave a link down below to another video that shows you exactly how you can do that, and let me thank you in advance for even thinking about it. Believe it or not, I have actually started my Let's Play of Fallout 4 once more, and I'm already adding a few mods to it, so hopefully I will have some more great mods to share with you, and of course I will do that in another video. I hope you can join me for that video or any of my other videos. I look forward to seeing you there, and until then, remember as always, have fun. If you're curious as to whether I've covered a mod in one of my videos, feel free to go along to my website gophersvids.com and check the search functionality out. Just type the name of the mod you're interested in, open up the settings and filter by mods only. Click for search and you will see whether or not I've covered that mod. Click on the mod and it will also show you any of the videos this mod appears in.